Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So I wanted to show y'all something, and it means a lot to me. Um, a lot. I recorded my time from I recorded my time from 5 o'clock, which is up here, all the way to 5:23. I couldn't do it. It's a long line. This is a long line, and it will go around and like unfallible. So I put where I stopped, and I put where 517. This is what 517 looks like. I put 519, and look, there go the binary code right there. Now I got something else. These are the years. If you want to time travel, do the digital world, these would be the years these are 19, this is 1981 in binary code. Now, God, this is the signal, this is the code, binary code define and talk to God. This is the code to talk to the goddess, which is an odd number, which equals 73. I kind of like took this right here and I condensed it down. These were condensed down to 8, 5, 19, 19, which equals 10, 10. So what I did was I sat up there and I crossed time. I added 8 plus 5, which equals 13 right here. And I got it from all of these numbers. I condensed it down to a number. And that's why they use this code. But 1320, which equal 420, which equal 60, which equal 30, which looks like this. This is the code for goddess. Now, back to this. I went from 501, which looks like this. This is beautiful. I always used to mess with time. I always wondered why time kept showing up. Time kept showing up at certain times. And I'm like, okay. So I saw 3 and I said, let me just 111. Now think about the seconds to 1. That's another code. And think about the split seconds and the split seconds before split seconds. Think about time travel is possible. Time travel is possible because you can go back through the split. You can bend time a little bit or whatever it is. It's a technology out there that can manipulate time by going through portals, certain numbers, and manipulating it with aligning with the stars. Certain things happen on certain dates. So I don't know if the future is tampered with, but how I can prove you can do the future, if you wanted to time travel, there's 2400, 2400. That's the code for to travel to 2400. And it basically means this. So double trouble. I learned that today. So let's get started with the podcast. The right technology. I'm trying to figure out what could we do to manipulate and be. It has to do with either gravity or something outer space. I can sense that some type of in between outer space and the United States or the world, some type of, because when in a mountain, you're actually losing time or gaining time or something like that. So it has something to do with the elevation of something that's in the sky. It should all be one sync, but it's not. The further you get away from something like outer space, um, the further you get, the more time starts playing tricks on you. So if we had that, it's an invisible force. It's some type of invisible force. I don't know what it is, but it's some type of invisible force. And it's it can cause time travel. If I knew my periodic table, I would know which element it is. Um, let's see. And that's how you manipulate time. And we're already doing it. It's within the United States because while I'm in the past, some of y'all are in the future and further into the future. So whatever binds our world together and what makes time change, it's a certain line. And they found that invisible line that changes 3 or 540 or 554 to 555 or 554 to 854. It's some type of force. I'm trying to figure out, um, let's delete some stuff. Okay. Who was, let's see the last person that I had. Who was the last person? Corey Harlock. I'm caught up, but now I have to make a real, not a real, but a virtual studio. Wait, I made a rule. I made a freaking rule to never have somebody up for more than 2 days due to the fact that some people do not show up and will show up just to have their pictures on and their banners up, and then they will flake on me. It's so fun doing this. It is so fun doing this, you guys. If you want to go to 24, I'll say this and then I'll move on. I know I got some people that signed up. If you want to go to 2401, that's the code 301, just like that. And then you put them together. Can you be in between 2401 and 20? Um, that's in between. But then you have to make another binary code for all, like in between that 6 months. So it will have to be a 3, like 3 years, 3 months. And this right here, I always forget the 6. You always go, you don't go from 3 to 9 without the 6. The 6 is always missing. People jump the gun that don't know math. I remember when I was little, I tried to teach myself math. I did learn a little bit. Just something told me to teach myself timetables. I didn't know about please excuse my dear Aunt Sally until I went to I I sort of know it. I don't remember the date, but I learned it in college a little bit, but I knew about it already briefly. But underpaid teachers that are working paycheck to paycheck, they're not going to want to teach children, let alone not their children. They just do it for a paycheck, a, a barely made paycheck. And I I used to teach myself math at 12. I said, I'm going to learn. And I learned. They always used to talk about odd and even. That's all I can remember. Odd and even numbers. Outliers and people. Odd means outlier, something that is out there that's not like everything else. It could be reoccurring in threes, but it never reaches a zero. It never reaches a one or a zero. So it's like a time loop. That's how they found it. 6 o'clock. Okay, let's do this. Let me stop. Okay, I don't need to do this. This can be closed. Christopher Dundee. Ah! Let me go from here to here. Okay, one more time. Okay, give me just a second, you guys. Wow, they firing Navy officials. I noticed something, y'all. I noticed something. Like there was a time where I was watching the Pentagon speak, and I was saying to myself, I was like, today I was watching the Pentagon speak about the Ukraine war. And I kept getting sidetracked for some reason, just thinking about life. And then all of a sudden, bam, Pete Hegseth was talking, but the other guy, his movement, his movement was so erect. His movement was so erect for his age. I was like, what is going on? Like, no shakes for his age, no, you know, nothing, 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 not a simple shake or any of that. Then prop like movement, yes, movement, but not severe movement. Movement just enough. Could let me show y'all where I'm at. So I laughed at it. And don't you know that the Pentagon uses precise coding? Their code words are robust, complex, and straightforward. Like if you hear the way they talk, if you don't have the brain capacity to understand what they are saying, then it will go right over your head. And sometimes I call them the lost minutes, non-productive minutes. Um, you would go through, the lost minutes, which aren't productive. Every second counts. I trained myself for 23 minutes. That's 10 ones. I trained myself for 10 ones. To do all of this. All of this is basically 10 ones. And then you add a 0. Well, 9 ones. And then you add a 0. Sorry about that. Which is an odd number. Okay, he didn't. Please send the bio and picture. Hi, could you kindly send the bio and picture? Whoo, let's get out of this. Hold up. I'm getting emails. That's why I'm trying to string it along. It wasn't nothing that's going to sabotage me, but I don't need everybody in my emails like, It's nothing. Learning my next move, and then put the timestamp in the time machine to go to the future on that date or a little before that date and sabotage me. I don't think so. Oh, I just seen somebody. Double check in and show on Friday. Thank you for your time. Okay, let's check Mickey time. See how time is important? 607 111 111. No, 1110 111 1111. It is so crazy. Okay. Let's go to Calendly. Where's her name at? Oh, I don't see her name. Maybe it's under something else. She said it was Friday. Where's Friday? Let me ask her. Hold on. DC Gomez. Okay. It's on Friday at 9 a.m. I gotta call the VA. Make sure I don't have no appointments. It's on Friday at 9 a.m. Oh, that sounds so cold. Sometimes I'll be being lazy with the wording. Like I said, that's why the military uses robust, precise, and whatever that other word was that I said. Precision. No, I said precise, robust, and courageous. Hello, Mickey. Here you hope you have a great evening. This is just a follow up to the last message. Man, I got a story for you guys. Okay, keep going. First, keep going. I gotta write a lot of people. The only reason why they probably would ignore me, and I can't help it, it's like someone, like it was in my DNA due to the fact my dad did it. And he was doing it while, he impregnated my mother, but he was doing it while I was a young child. He was doing it while it's the cursing. The cursing I disregard and don't like that I do. When you're around that, you become a part of it. And it just gets in, and that's how it gets embedded into your DNA. Lots and lots of training. Just 11 years shy of the time you're going to middle school and you don't know who or what your identity is. My uncles used to tell me at the age of 11 that I cursed too much. And I think I was younger than that. I didn't like it. I didn't know who I was hurting or how I was hurting people. So I don't hurt people until they get me to a point where I'm like testing my intelligence. Everyone challenges it. Not everyone. It's infinite that there are some people that don't, but some people just don't. It's my DNA. My DNA makeup created me to be hated. And you mix a little sprinkles of technology in with that. Whoever genetically made me up has a face to die for, literally. You know what else I told God? I let y'all in on a secret. Because I wrote down the times and what I talked to the God and how I talked to God. I will help you if you fix me. This was at 4:53, which is 4 and 8, which is 12, which is 3. I said at 4:52. No, I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that either. Oh, what time was this? I love it. I'm loving it. 4:47. I can't decipher what time. It must be 4:47 because I'm on the same line. Help God of the universe and whomever the White House have to answer to, please help me. God that has to be over the big guy, the big guys. That's plural. I'm such a nerd. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, how did I misplace that? Hold up. Here we go. Let's have fun, right? It's 6:16. Let's have fun. Let's create our own timeline. This is how I work now. This is how I'm gonna work. It's about to be 6:08, which is 11. So let's start with that. So 6:17, which is 6:08, which is 3:08, which is 11. So we start there, and that's how we're gonna start. Or it could be 11 elevens. No, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 elevens. 6 elevens. You see how that ends up 9, 11? It's secret code. Ah, 6:18. 1, 1, 1. Let's write it now. 6:18. So 6, we're gonna start 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 p.m. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We gotta do a Canva. What, 6:19? So at 6:17 we started. You can put start for 6:17. At 6:18 was the research. And 6 19, which is 4 ones, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 7, 9. So that's 3, 7, 1, 1, 1. I think that equals 10. Let's see what we come up with now. Ah! What's going on? I paid my bill. Now you want to do it. Oh, you do. Do he have a picture? Nope. Ah, I can't do it. I'm at a standstill. 333. First, 620, 621. So it took me a minute to research. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Could you send the bio? Not, no, that would sound very stupid. Picture of yourself. Let me make sure. Look at all of them. He signed up. Okay. Um, how many days is this until Stephen Murray? Um, October 14th. Okay. I made a little rule. But I'll read about him to you guys because you know what? It just fucking interests me. He has 7 or 6 published novels. 623, 11, 4, 6. He was born in England. Read, what's his name? Stephen Murray bio. And this is how it looks. And this is how the example looks. And then I'll finish reading his bio. This is the timeline in binary code. Everybody is on a binary code. Everybody. They don't tell you because they don't want you to worry, but you have your own biological clock. It's 9:24, 6:24. Yes. And you know how other people in the future, you know, like Russia is like 12 hours or something. Russia has like 4 different time zones. Just remember when we were all together and then time just spaced us out. You see how time just spaced us out and now we're in different countries. Let me hurry up and write him now. Did I write him already? Just in case, let me write him again. Could you send a picture of yourself? And also you can use this as a pic. Did I miss something? Did we have an appointment? Okay, let me scroll back down to okay. He Stephen Murray is a Las Vegas-based author with 6 published novels. He was born in England, a far cry from Nevada. That sounds like something someone English would say. Desert, also at age 7. His family relocated to Southern Africa, where he was raised in various countries and attended boarding school. In his late teens, he returned to London and spent 7 years absorbing as much art, music, culture, and countryside. Just imagine if we can absorb that. That's a deep monologue, or however you call it, analyzation. As you analyze that pretty well. Um, that's what I wish I can do. While living in England, he also seized the opportunity to explore neighboring countries and cultures in Europe. You see how I lived through them? I can imagine everything he's saying from word for word. And that's where the imaginatory side of the brain comes in at. So I don't have to necessarily go over there yet, but I know how it is based on how he talks and tells his story. In 1976, a career opportunity brought him across the pond to Los Angeles, California, where he lived happily for many years. In 2003, Murray, which is 1100111, Murray. Oh man, I play around with time way too much. It's about to be 6:27. Murray once again was drawn to something new. He left LA to escape the on congested commutes that became part of his daily life and migrated to Las Vegas, Nevada. He quickly fell in love with the city, its caring communities, and kind people. He continued his travels across the globe on 5 continents. Wow. He was a partner with a computer software development company, which he originally founded 43 years ago. He is now retired. Stephen writes in multiple genres. The Chapel of Eternal Love, Wedding stories from Las Vegas, mainstream fiction. I think I just want to get married too, just to say I effing did it, because my marriage history hasn't been. I delete that out of my past, but I know in this present I can't delete that out of my past. I just want to get married just once, like sincerely this time. No ulterior motives, or no fake sham marriages, because ulterior motives no ulterior motives. Marriage stories from Las Vegas, mainstream fiction. Murder aboard the Queen Elizabeth II, murder mystery. Discreetly yours, crime fiction. Discovering the Christmas spirits, holiday fiction. Yours in spirit, lighthearted paranormal. Oh, I gotta tell y'all this story. This story. Let me finish this though. Let me see if I can remember. Hold on. About the lady, her son sing. I read a book. For the last 2 years, Stephen has been hosting a TV program in Las Vegas called The Gift of Giving. The 30-minute interviews feature nonprofit organizations based in Nevada who are making our corner. You see how I just noticed it. Once I hit corner, that's 1110. And if you want to, that's wrong. I'm wrong for that. It could equal 1110, but it's not. O A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O. 15, which is 3. So it would be 1111 30-minute interviews feature nonprofit organizations based in Nevada. So this is a whole advancement of our species. We went from numbers to letters to technology where we can decipher any language, even alien language. I know they have technology for that, because they probably was the one that gave them the technology for that, you know. But yeah, like it's coded. It's coded. It's what I'm reading now is nothing but a bunch of ones. And if you look at it very carefully, whoo, if you look at it very carefully, it makes sense. That's how they used to code back in the day. It went from binary codes. Wait, let's research. Let's research binary codes and see what they mean. Coded. That is so cool. I'm just shaking up inside. That's how we read. But I'm wrong about something. That what I'm doing is simple binary code. This is what C equals and 0. Let's see this. This would be 2,400. That's the code for 2,400 right there. That's the code you would use to travel to the future. And you would probably have to link it up with 2,400 for the year, 2,400 for the time, which means no, 3 o'clock. And it would have to link up. But we need to know what binary code is. Are audio signals designed for spatial sound perception? No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like when the time change. This is backwards. So this would be what C looks like. 0011. How did I get that? This is what they code in computers. Seven is 3 ones and a 0. 1689. Gottfried Leibniz. It was a Christian idea. Oh my God. So 110012C is backwards. A 3 equals 0011, but a C equals 1100, which is 12 and 3. Let me write that down. Let's go here. Yeah. Leibniz viewed binary numbers represented a fundamental form of creation, reflecting, and this was back in 1689, reflecting the simplicity of the and unity of the divine. Let's look up this binary code, 1689. So that would be 0001. 6 would be 0110. It would be 81 would be 100, and then 1 would be 0001. Now I got the right answer. This is what 1689 looks like. How about KC? It doesn't go that far. Leibniz's ideas were ignored, and the book confirmed the theory that life could be simplified or reduced down to a series of straightforward propositions. He created a system consisting of rows of zero and ones. During this time period, Leibniz, Leibniz, that's not how it's right. Let's see. I don't want to damage this guy name. Let's just call him Big L. Had not yet found a use of the system. The binary system of use of Ching, one Ching, based on dualities, yin and yang, slit drums with binary tones are used to encode messages across Africa and Asia. I taught myself this and it stems from here. Wow. Oh, I never knew 6 grid dots, 3 per column, in which each dot either raised or flat, not raised. That is so cool what they do. That is hard to learn. I would love to learn that, but I don't want to be blind. But I want to learn it. Just imagine when we're using multiplication in binary beats. Let's ask. Wow, that is crazy. I don't understand any of this, but I'll still read it. I kind of understand it because if you go up here, it's nothing but a code-based project where each number and each letter represents something. One represents that. So when you're using different, if I can understand the basics, I'm happy with that. Non-human readable computer file encoded binary form stores bits. This is how they do it. I have so many questions to ask Grok. Let's be safe with Grok. Does a binary code gets split, and does it opens portals? At exactly 6:44, I said that. Can binary codes cause time travel if we get, let me, portal opening ideas stems from unverified online theories, coral forms linking frequency to summoning demons, changing dimensions, opening the third eye. These lack empirical proof and are dismissed by experts from fantasy and myth. They don't lack proof, they lack door shutting because they don't want to know the truth. For instance, some claim to reverse audio opens portals, but this antidote is not testable science. If portal means something metaphorically like enhance creativity or alter states, binary audio might help with meditation, but not literally portal opening. Can a binary code cause time travel if we get the right specifications? Can the number one be split into another binary code? Oh my God. I had an adventure today. I did a lot of walking. I don't usually do that much walking, but I did a lot of walking. And that's what I'm going to start doing, a lot of walking. I know. Okay. Can quantum cause time travel? And how can I take a binary code, and if there were time travel using binary codes, how would it be achieved? Oh, it was a reason why. Exactly. It does cause time travel, and I can prove it. What is ChatGPT doing? ChatGPT is chilling in a different dimension right now where time does not exist. See, if reality is a computer-based binary-based hacking, the code could allow time jumps by altering data, rewinding simulations. But this is philosophical, not achievable. Physics Ron Milat proposed time machines using lasers to twist space-time, created by time-like curves, which is the creating closed time-like curves, which is like the invisible line I was telling y'all about. And in interviews, he mentioned binary code for signaling through time, sending O's via neutron spins to the past. O's and ones via neutron spins to the past. Encoded messages in binary use quantum entanglement and gravity loops. I was going to say gravity. I wanted to say gravity, but I didn't want. Well, we know Ron Malick's theory proved to be true. Quantum coding computer angle. Advanced qubits beyond binary bits could simulate time loops but not achieve real-time travel. In fiction, error correcting codes in quantum space time. So what they always say is not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. Now I forgot what I had to say. Um, what if codes were wrong and time loops do exist because that's the invisible line that God made that keeps time zones apart, or the government, whichever one. This is the last thing I'm looking up. I'm getting off of here after this. Thank you, Gawk. I was thinking, I can't see this shit. There are paradoxes. And we know we done seen daggone Back to the Future where we need exotic matter for infinite energy, which we can't achieve. Come on now, all this exotic matter coming in blocks of, oh, we see asteroid coming near Earth, never hits Earth. It's coming 2,400 and 4,000 miles away from Earth, and it never seems to hit Earth. Earth have its own orbit. I guess that's something the government agreed on, to have its own orbit where it prevents asteroids from attacking us, because nothing ever happens. Just like when there was a tsunami that was supposed to happen from Russia or somewhere, I forgot. There was a big tsunami and it was supposed to hit Seattle. That's one thing I can say about Trump. He takes, it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me, but it was about the people of the country, certain people that's on this coast, the technology. But it's like no tsunami happened. Y'all remember when it came from somewhere where it was a tsunami that was supposed to hit? They made this big deal about it. Either it was fake or it wasn't. And that's what I like about America. Nothing ever happens to America. They get warned, they get antagonized, they cry like a baby, but nothing ever happens to America because we use big coded words and we talk all fancy mumble jumble, kerfrumble, babumble. Oh, this is so cool. So when did it happen? 1884. I should have known. The International Meridian Conference, based on Earth's rotation and timekeeping needs, established by governments. After the Stonehenges, the governments established a way to keep track of time using the Earth's rotation and timekeeping needs. It separates calendar days, crossing east subtracts a day, west adds one. Future, past. They all calculated, and I can prove it because it's right there in black and white. Conspiracy theories, government using time manipulation tech are baseless and debunked. The reason why they baseless and debunked is because there's, you got me stuttering. Like the reason why they're baseless and debunked is because they know it's top secret. often tied to misinformation about private projects like HARP and CERN, which deals with weather protocols, not time travel. If codes mean government secrets, no leaks or proof supports time loop tech. You come on, we just talked about it. I've been talking about it. Now there are conspiracy theories about it. How does philosophy, a little bit of, what is it called? Alchemy. A little bit of alchemy, a little bit of Isaac Newton, a little bit of gravity, a little bit of Albert Einstein, a little bit of periodic tables, that chemical periodic tables that we don't know about, that's top secret. A little bit of everything mixed could make time travel. You mix those ingredients, you got somebody in that camp that knows about time travel. So yeah, I am about to get off of here for the night. It's about to be 7:03. Oh, which one is 7:03? How do you say 7:03? Let's go back up. Okay, it's about to change. Hold on. This right here is 7:03. This is the binary code right here. I like to play with time and say, hey, look, I beat you by a couple of seconds. 7:03. Let's wait. Okay. Okay. Take care, y'all.
Never waste my time, you are I want.